Hey travelers! With Genshin Impact 6.1, also called Luna 2, right around the corner, leaks have revealed some truly exciting content. We're talking about a brand new Dendro DPS, Nefer, powerful new weapons, and stacked rerun banners featuring fan favorites. Let's dive into everything coming in version 6.1. Based on Hoyoverse's update cycle, Genshin Impact 6.1 is expected to drop on October 22nd, 2025. Mark your calendars, because this update is looking to be one of the biggest of the year. Phase 1 brings the debut of Nefer, a new 5-star Dendro Catalyst. She'll share the spotlight with none other than Archon, making this a banner that's hard to skip. Phase 2 is no less tempting. We'll see the return of Furina, and she's bringing Zhongli with her. That means back-to-back stacked banners filled with meta-defining characters. So who exactly is Nefer? She's an on-field Dendro DPS catalyst built around the Lunar Bloom reaction. Her elemental skill puts her into the Shadow Dance state. If she has at least one Verdant Dew, her charged attack transforms into Phantasm Performance, unleashing 2 waves of AoE Dendro damage. Plus, her Summoned Shade strikes 3 extra times, dealing Lunar Bloom damage. Here's Nefer's kit, starting with normal attack. She performs up to 4 consecutive kicks, each dealing Dendro damage. Charged attack consumes stamina to enter the slither state for up to 2.5 seconds. While slithering, Nefer rapidly moves forward. When the state ends, or you run out of stamina, she strikes, dealing Dendro damage. Plunging attack from midair, Nefer calls upon the might of Dendro to dive downwards, striking all enemies in her path and dealing AoE Dendro damage on impact. For elemental skill, Nefer charges forward, deals AoE Dendro damage, and enters the Shadow Dance state. In this mode, her charged attacks transform into Phantasm Performance. Elemental Burst. Her burst screams ancient Egypt vibes. She calls on Thoth's sight, blasting AoE Dendro damage. But here's the kicker. She consumes stacks of Veil of Falsehood to boost burst damage. Each stack equals plus 10% burst damage, maximum 3 stacks at base. Passive talents 1. A Wager of Moonlight. When Nefer uses her elemental skill, Dendro cores and bountiful cores on the field are converted into Seeds of Deceit. Seeds of Deceit cannot trigger Hyperbloom or Burgeon and will not burst. When Nefer uses a charged attack or Phantasm Performance, she absorbs Seeds of Deceit within a certain range, gaining 1 stack of Veil of Falsehood for each seed absorbed. At 3 stacks, or when the 3rd stack's duration is refreshed, her elemental mastery is increased by 100 for 8 seconds. 2. Daughter of the Dust and Sand. Each point of elemental mastery beyond 500 increases Nefer's attack by 0.4, up to a maximum of 200 attack. 3. Moonsign Benediction. Dusklit Eves. When a party member triggers a Bloom reaction, it is converted into the Lunar Bloom reaction. Every point of Nefer's elemental mastery increases Lunar Bloom's base damage by 0.0175%, up to a maximum of 14%. Additionally, when Nefer is in the party, its moon sign increases by 1 level. 4. Conspiracy of the Golden Vault. Nefer gains 25% more rewards when dispatched on a Nodcry expedition for 20 hours. Now for the Wallet Destroyers, her Constellations. C1. Boosts Lunar Bloom reaction damage from Phantasm Performance, scaling with Elemental Mastery. C2 extends Veil of Falsehood duration, raises its stack limit to 5, grants instant stacks, and increases Phantasm Performance damage. C3 raises Elemental Skill level by 3. C4 in Shadow Dance state, gains Verdant Dew faster and reduces nearby enemies' Dendro RES by 20%. C5 raises Elemental Burst level by 3. C6 adds extra AoE Lunar Bloom damage from Phantasm Performance, scaling heavily with Elemental Mastery. Of course, Nefer isn't coming alone. We're also getting 3 new weapons in 6.1. Reliquary of Truth. It boosts crit rate and Elemental Mastery when you use skills, and crit damage when you trigger Lunar Bloom damage. If both buffs are active, they get a 50% bonus. This is clearly Nefer's signature weapon, Sacrificer's Staff. Hitting with skills increases attack and energy recharge for up to 3 stacks. And yes, it works even off-field, making it a flexible choice. Frostar. Charged. Attacks and skills. Grant elemental mastery buffs. Great for reaction-heavy playstyles. And that wraps up everything we know so far about Genshin Impact version 6.1. Nefer's complete kit, her signature weapons, and the exciting rerun banners featuring Arlecchino, Furina, and Zhongli. This update is shaping up to be one of the biggest yet, and whether you're planning to pull for Nefer or saving for the Archons, there's definitely something for everyone. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on all the latest Genshin Impact news, leaks, and guides, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Wishing you the best of luck with your pulls.